Most gardeners look at an August garden and see an ending, but that is exactly where they make a mistake. August is not the end of the growing season. It is a narrow, powerful second chance. The soil is still warm enough to wake seeds quickly, yet the weeks ahead are moving toward cooler nights, softer sunlight, and the kind of weather that can make vegetables sweeter, crisper, and more flavorful than many summer harvests. There is only one problem. The clock is running. Some of the vegetables on this list can reach your kitchen in just a few weeks. Others improve after cold nights. And one crop is in a direct race against the first frost. Plant it too late, and you may grow a beautiful green plant that never gives you a single harvest. So before you decide that your garden is finished, look again at every open patch of soil. Here are 15 vegetables you can plant in August, counting down to the crop that cannot afford to wait. Number 15. Scallions. Scallions may not be the most dramatic vegetable in the garden, but they may be one of the most useful. A narrow row near the kitchen door is enough to give you fresh flavor for eggs, salads, soups, noodles, potatoes, rice, and grilled food. Sow the seeds directly into moist soil. Germination usually takes around 7 to 14 days, depending on warmth and moisture. Because the seeds are small, the surface must not dry out while they are waking up. A single hot afternoon can leave you with a thin, uneven row. The best part is that you do not always need to pull the whole plant. Cut the green leaves with scissors, leaving roughly 1 inch above the soil. In favorable weather, the base may produce another flush of growth. Sow a second small batch about 10 days later, and you can stretch the harvest deeper into autumn. Scallions will not impress anyone from across the fence. But when dinner needs one final fresh touch, they may become the crop you appreciate most. Number 14. Arugula. For impatient gardeners, arugula is almost perfect. Baby leaves can be ready in roughly 21 to 30 days, which means an empty August bed can become a salad harvest before many slower crops have even settled in. Cooler weather also improves the flavor. Arugula grown in intense heat can become aggressively peppery and bitter. As the nights cool, the sharpness becomes more balanced. Harvest young. Leaves around 2 to 3 inches long are usually tender and mild. If you allow them to become oversized during hot, dry weather, they can dominate an entire dish. Cut about 1 inch above the soil and protect the growing point. The plant may send up another round of leaves within 10 to 14 days. Do not sow the entire packet at once. Plant a small patch now and another about 2 weeks later. If early August is still very hot where you live, choose morning sun and afternoon shade. Keep the soil evenly moist, and arugula can turn just a few weeks of waiting into a steady supply of fresh leaves. Number 13. Kohlrabi. Kohlrabi looks like it belongs in a science fiction garden. A round bulb seems to sit on top of the soil, with leaves reaching out in every direction. But that strange bulb is not a root. It is a swollen stem, and inside it is crisp, juicy flesh with a flavor somewhere between a broccoli stem and a mild apple. Many varieties need about 45 to 60 days to mature, making August a useful planting time. The seeds can germinate in warm soil, while the swollen stem develops in cooler September weather. Give each plant enough space. Crowded kohlrabi may produce plenty of leaves, but only small stems. And do not chase the largest bulb possible. The best texture usually comes when the stem is still young, often around 2 to 3 inches across. Leave it too long, and the inside can become woody and fibrous. Kohlrabi is unusual, easy to overlook, and exactly the kind of crop that can make a fall garden feel new again. Number 12. Lettuce. If summer lettuce has disappointed you, August gives you another chance. In early summer, heat and long days push lettuce toward flowering. The plant bolts, the leaves toughen, and bitterness appears quickly. But late summer lettuce is growing toward cooler weather, not away from it. The challenge is germination. Lettuce seed may refuse to sprout when the soil is too warm. Choose a spot with afternoon shade. Moisten the soil before sowing, plant very shallowly, and use light shade cloth above the bed to reduce heat and evaporation. Once the seedlings appear and gain a few true leaves, they can handle the remaining summer warmth more easily. Leaf lettuce and slow-bolting varieties are especially useful. Many can provide baby leaves in roughly 25 to 30 days. Harvest the outer leaves and leave the center growing, or cut young plants for a single baby leaf harvest. With each passing week, the nights become cooler and the leaves stay crisper. Sometimes the problem was never your gardening skill. Sometimes lettuce was simply waiting for the right season. Number 11. Mustard greens. Mustard greens do not have a quiet flavor. In hot weather, they can be sharp, pungent, and almost startling. But when they mature in cooler conditions, the heat becomes smoother. Many varieties produce baby leaves in about 3 weeks and larger cooking leaves in roughly 30 to 45 days. If your August is still intensely hot, wait until the second half of the month or use a place with afternoon shade. You can harvest mustard greens in 2 ways. Pick them young and eat them raw for a lively, peppery bite. Or let the leaves grow larger, then sauté, steam, or cook them slowly. Heat softens the sharpness without removing the deeper flavor. Take the outside leaves first and keep the center intact. Avoid letting the soil swing from bone-dry to waterlogged. Drought stress can make the leaves tougher and more aggressive. Mustard greens are not for gardeners who want every leaf to taste like lettuce. They bring character to the garden, and cool weather turns that character from loud into refined. Number 10. Beets. Beets give you 2 harvests from 1 planting. The roots receive most of the attention, but the young leaves are edible weeks earlier. Do not remove too many leaves from 1 plant. The root still needs that foliage to produce energy. Depending on the variety, beet roots often need around 50 to 70 days. August sowing allows germination in warm soil and root development during the cooler weeks of autumn. Those cooler conditions can create a milder, sweeter flavor. Do not be surprised when several seedlings appear for what looked like 1 seed. A beet seed is often a cluster containing more than 1 seed. Thin the seedlings while they are young, or the roots will crowd one another and remain small. As the beet grows, its shoulder often rises above the soil, allowing you to judge the size without digging. Harvest before the texture becomes fibrous. 1 planting gives you tender leaves first and sweet roots later, which makes beets one of the most efficient crops in the fall garden. Number 9. Broccoli. Broccoli is often blamed for a problem caused by timing. Gardeners plant it in spring, the plant grows leaves for weeks, and then summer heat arrives exactly when the head needs cool, steady conditions. The result is a small, loose head that opens too quickly. Late summer changes the schedule. The plant can establish itself in the remaining warmth, then form its head during cooler September or October weather. For an August planting, transplants are usually safer than starting seeds outdoors. Look for a strong young plant with roughly 4 to 6 true leaves. Many varieties need about 60 to 80 days from transplanting, so compare that number with your first expected hard freeze. Harvest when the main head is firm and the buds are still tight. Do not wait for extra size once the buds begin separating. And after cutting the main head, leave the plant in place. Broccoli does not always need more care. Sometimes it simply needs to mature in the weather it naturally prefers. Number 8. Turnips. Many people believe they dislike turnips because they have only eaten old, oversized roots. A turnip left in the ground too long can become fibrous, woody, and fiercely sharp. A young turnip harvested around the size of a golf ball is a completely different vegetable. Most varieties need approximately 40 to 60 days. Sow them in August, and the roots can develop as temperatures begin to fall. Cooler conditions help create a crisp texture and a more balanced flavor. Small salad types can be eaten raw when young. The greens are also edible and can be cooked like mustard greens. Remove only a few outer leaves if you still want the root to grow well. Thin the seedlings early. Crowded plants may produce healthy tops while the roots remain narrow and misshapen. At harvest time, do not wait for the biggest possible root. Pull one, taste it, and judge the texture. A small, sweet, crisp turnip is worth far more than a giant one that has become woody. Number 7. Spinach. Spring spinach is always racing against heat. It barely begins producing leaves before longer days trigger a flower stalk. Once the plant bolts, the leaves turn bitter and the harvest ends. Spinach planted near the end of summer is moving in the opposite direction. But first, the seed must survive warm August soil. If your climate remains hot, sow during the second half of the month. Plant in the evening, choose light shade, water the soil before sowing, and keep the surface evenly moist. Once the seedlings emerge and develop a few true leaves, the hardest stage is over. Baby leaves may be ready in roughly 25 to 30 days. Pick the outer leaves and let the center continue, or sow more densely and cut the whole patch while it is young. The remarkable part comes later. As temperatures fall, the leaves become more tender, sweeter, and deeper in flavor. August spinach only needs help crossing the final stretch of summer. After that, the season begins working in its favor. Number 6. Collard greens. Collard greens are built for endurance. Plants set out in August can build strong foliage through September and continue producing as the weather cools. In areas with a short autumn, transplants are safer than late direct sowing. Give each plant room. Collards become much larger than many gardeners expect. When they are crowded, the leaves overlap, air circulation decreases, and the plants compete for water and nutrients. Harvest the lowest outer leaves first. Leave the center untouched, and the plant will continue growing upward, producing new leaves over time. Mature leaves are excellent for slow cooking, sautéing, soups, and wraps, although the thick central rib is often removed. Cold nights can soften the strong flavor and bring out more sweetness. For collards, the first frost is not always the end. In many gardens, it is the moment the leaves begin tasting their best. Number 5. Carrots. Carrots test your patience before you see a single leaf. The seeds are tiny. They are planted shallowly, and germination may take 2 or even 3 weeks. In August, the surface of the soil can dry out in a few hours, interrupting the process before the seedling ever appears. The answer is not one heavy watering. Carrot seeds need light, consistent moisture. Water gently so the seeds are not washed away, then cover the row with damp burlap or another light material that slows evaporation. Remove the cover as soon as the first sprouts appear. Thin the seedlings early because crowded carrots become small, twisted, or tangled. The reward arrives with cold weather. Carrots respond to lower temperatures by storing more sugar in their roots. A carrot pulled after several cold nights can taste noticeably sweeter than one harvested during summer heat. But first, you must protect that invisible row. With carrots, the earliest harvest is not a root. It is patience. Number 4. Kale. Kale does more than tolerate cold. It can become better because of it. As temperatures fall, the plant converts some stored starch into sugar, helping protect its cells. That same process can make the leaves sweeter, milder, and more tender. Sow, or transplant kale in August, so the plants have time to establish before colder weather arrives. In short-season regions, transplants offer a valuable head start. In milder climates, direct sowing may still work well. The harvesting method is simple. Cut the lowest outer leaves and leave the center growing. The plant will continue producing and gradually become taller through autumn. Young leaves can be eaten raw. Larger leaves are better for soups, steaming, sautéing, or baking into chips. Kale is famous for nutrition, but its greatest value in the garden may be endurance. When many crops are fading, kale is still standing, and after each cold night, it may become a more delicious version of itself. Number 3. Radishes. Mark a date about 4 weeks from now. If you sow a fast-growing radish today, that may be the day you pull the first roots from the soil. Many small, round varieties mature in roughly 22 to 30 days. The seeds germinate quickly in warm soil, and the roots develop as September brings shorter days and cooler temperatures. Spring radishes often grow toward heat, which can make them hollow, dry, or excessively sharp. Late summer radishes begin in warmth, but finish in cooler weather, often producing a crisp, juicy root with a cleaner, peppery bite. Their speed creates one danger. The ideal harvest window is short. A radish left too long can become fibrous or hollow within days. Write down the sowing date, check the maturity time on the packet, and pull one as soon as the shoulders rise above the soil. Sow another short row every 7 to 10 days instead of planting everything at once. Radishes give a late garden exactly what it needs. A fast victory that proves the season is still alive. Number 2, cauliflower. Cauliflower is not forgiving. Broccoli may produce side shoots after an imperfect main head. Kale will still give you leaves when growth is uneven. Cauliflower usually offers one main chance, and that white head must form under stable conditions. Too much heat, drought, sudden flooding, or transplant stress can cause a small or loose head. For August, use healthy transplants rather than starting too late from seed. A sturdy plant around 5 to 6 weeks old has a major advantage. Many varieties need approximately 60 to 90 days from transplanting, so check your expected frost date carefully. In short-season climates, early August may be the final safe window. Transplant during a cool afternoon or cloudy day, water thoroughly, and add mulch to stabilize moisture and soil temperature. When the white head appears, some varieties benefit from having a few outer leaves folded loosely over it to protect the color. Check regularly so moisture does not become trapped. Harvest while the head is firm and compact. Once the sections begin separating, waiting for more size usually reduces quality. Cauliflower rewards consistency, timing, and attention more than almost any other crop on this list. Number 1, bush beans. Bush beans are number 1 for a different reason than every crop before them. They are not waiting for cool weather. They're trying to finish before it arrives. Bean seeds need warm soil. The plants need enough warm days to grow stems, produce flowers, and fill their pods. A single light frost can destroy the crop overnight. That makes August planting a real countdown. Many bush varieties begin producing in roughly 45 to 65 days. But do not count directly to your average first frost and assume you are safe. Growth slows as days shorten and nights cool. Add at least 1 or 2 weeks of extra time. If the calendar is too tight, the risk is real. Sow directly into the ground because beans dislike root disturbance. Keep the soil moist but never waterlogged. Once flowers appear, steady moisture becomes especially important. Drought at that stage can cause blossoms to drop. Harvest pods while they are long and firm, but before the seeds inside begin swelling. Picking regularly encourages the plant to keep flowering. And here is the warning. Beans planted too late may still germinate. They may grow tall, green, and healthy. They may look like success right up until the first frost arrives before the first pod is ready. Weeks of growth can disappear in one cold night. That is why bush beans are the crop you must decide on first. Not at the end of the month. Not after every old bed has been cleaned. As soon as you confirm that enough frost-free days remain. Plant them. The clock has already started. August is not the closing chapter of the garden. It is the moment the story changes direction. Together, these crops remind us that timing can matter more than almost anything else. Before you plant, check the expected first frost date where you live. Compare it with the days to maturity on the seed packet. Then give yourself a safety margin. That one simple calculation can be the difference between a full autumn harvest and a bed of healthy plants that ran out of time. So do not look at an empty space and see the end of the season. See warm soil waiting for one more seed. See salads in September, sweet roots after cold nights, and fresh greens standing when the rest of the garden has gone quiet. The August window is still open, but it will not stay open forever. Which of these vegetables are you planting first? Share your choice and your growing zone in the comments. And subscribe for more practical ways to keep your garden productive through every season.